Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we had another round of crew member talks, and we are ready to get back out there. Time for some more planet scanning. Now, yes, let's see. There was nothing here, and... okay, we are filled up, so let's head to Micah. Which, of course, is the furthest one away. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Very pretty planets here. Dumas. Home to 51 moons, including the prebiotic moon Anaphiel, Dumas is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with violent surface winds, exceeding 1,900 kilometers per hour. Like its sister planet, Elohi, maybe? It is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance, 1.6 AU. Orbital period, 2.0 Earth years. Radius, 59,152 kilometers. Day length, 10.0 Earth hours. And what do you have for me?
Launching probe.
Yoink. Now then, yes, I've already decided which personal quest I'm going after next. As I said during Tali's trial, Samara... she was incredibly helpful ghostwriting all of Naomi's, very, very diplomatic, lawyer-esque talking points. She was so good at that. I say we thank her by going and dealing with her shit next. It seems wrong to call it her shit. She's trying to kill her own daughter. But it's a terrible situation she's found herself in, but... if her daughter, I believe it was, that's not good enough. I'll leave that. And that. Okay, that looks like everything. Okay. Yeah, if her daughter is fucking people to death, then, yeah, we can't let that stand. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I want my hair in these colours. Elohi. A small hydrogen-helium gas giant formed around a metallic hydrogen core, Elohi will be the site of a rare astronomical event later this year. The comet Asaro will come in on its orbit of 70 galactic standard years and travel so close to the giant that it is predicted to be captured as a moon. Dozens of space probes from around the galaxy have been launched into the Micah system to record this moment. Elohi is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Travel advisory. A statistically significant number of distress signals have come from the 1 million kilometer mark around Elohi. Pirates are believed to be working the area. In-person tourism is not advised. Orbital distance 0.6 AU. Orbital period 0.5 Earth years. Radius 38,119 kilometers. Day length 11.8 Earth hours. See, the fact that there are apparently distress signals, I'm like, why aren't we picking up on that? Come on, give me a good starting point. Give me an, oh hello, that's a nice starting point.
Probe launched.
Maybe I could see this being like a
probe launched.
Well, I mean, obviously it could just be, set dressing. Something to make the galaxy seem more alive, but you can't actually, interfere with it yourself. It could be like that.
Probe launched.
But it could also be a case of, oh, you need to find a quest to set this up. They'll do that sometimes.
Probe launched.
You find something and then you have to go back to a, a system where you've previously been. There.
Probe away.
Anything else? I mean, it's poor, so probably not. Okay, yeah, no. No, nothing else. We'll leave Alohi and its distress signals alone. Where? Where? You're saying we are only 40% done, so where? I get, maybe this is a case of you have to come here later. Thank you. Pharlus. One of a trio of asteroids formed around an Element 0 core, Pharlus is the easiest to mine for low-yield ESO. A carbonaceous asteroid, Pharlus has a trace of water-bearing minerals and organic carbon in the form of kerogen. Currently, the asteroid is surrounded by Quarian mining ships extracting fuel for the flotilla. Orbital distance 4.1 AU. Orbital period 8.3 Earth years. Radius 540 kilometers. Day length 24.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.0 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 116 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.1 G. Oh, I'm sorry, Quarian fleet.
Launching probe.
I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna come and steal this from out under you. I need the Element 0. I always need Element 0.
Launched.
God, the Quarians are probably just like, oh yeah, that's Captain Shepard. She recently helped out Tali. What's she doing? What's she doing? Oh, she's stealing all our shit. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Captain Shepard. And again, if they want to stop me, they can.
Launching probe.
Just tell me to stop, Quarians, and I will, but you won't.
Probe away.
And Naomi likes to hoard resources, so that's
away.
what she's gonna do. Anything else? Go on, we'll take it.
Launching probe.
We'll take it, why not? Ooh, and I saw that. I need you.
Probe away.
And I'll leave that. We'll leave something for the Quarians.
Probe launched.
We won't leave this asteroid completely barren. We'll leave stuff for the Quarians. Why not? Okay, there we go. There we go. The Quarians can have the rest. Okay, that is 60, but where, pray tell, is it? Aha, I think I see you. I think I see you, that I do. Israfil. Largest of the ESO trio, Israfil is a silicate-heavy, carbonaceous asteroid. It is home to approximately 40 species of microorganisms in its liquid water, and was blamed as the source of the prion-based biowarfare agent EHE, exotic humanoid encephalopathy, there we go, used by the terrorist group Totenkopf in their attack on the Gagarin station in 2184. While many in the scientific community protested that Israfil did not have sufficient atmosphere or evolutionary history to sustain life on the prion level, the asteroid and its ESO miners were nevertheless quarantined to reassure the public that the system's alliance was taking action. Though no evidence has yet been found that EHE originated from Israfil or was even synthesized in a local lab, the SSV Manila and a team of epidemiologists maintain watch over the asteroid's ship traffic for now. Population 1006. Orbital distance 4.3 AU. Orbital period 8.9 Earth years. I just realized that I never started my timer. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to guess how long this has been. You know what? I'm gonna set this for about, let's go 18 minutes. There we go. I think that seemed like at least 10 minutes worth of footage, I think. Maybe. We'll see how long this episode ends up being. Now, where was I? Orbital distance, 4.3 AU. Orbital period, 8.9 Earth years. Radius, 905 kilometers. Day length, 68.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, trace. Surface temperature, negative 100 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.3 G. God, I can't believe I forgot to set my timer going. It happens from time to time.
Launching probe.
I have extremely bad. I can't tell how much time has passed.
Launching
I
probe.
really struggle with that. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. They are all very similar to me. If I don't have a clock there to kind of help me, you know, gauge how much time has passed, I genuinely can't tell on my own. I think, what do they call it? Time blindness?
Probe launched.
I've heard that kind of bandied about by people. It's why I always try and make sure that I have, you know, a watch or, you know, my phone.
Probe away.
I always try and make sure that I have something like that with me. Or if I'm meeting people, I always try and get there early.
Probe away.
Because like I said, I struggle with that, and I don't want other people
Probe launched.
to be waiting around thinking, where's Callista? Where's Callista? And it's because, you know, I couldn't tell how long I was taking to do something.
Launching probe.
Yoink. Ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do.
Launching probe.
And any other... I'm looking... You're quite nice. Why not?
Probe away.
There we go. Any major spikes of ESO? Doesn't look like it. However, where were you? Yeah, I'm not going to find that spike again. You're good enough. Good enough. Why not? There we go. 80%. So where's... They said it was, you know, an ESO trio or something like that. So where... Perhaps it is a case of, oh, there's a quest here. Oh, no, right there, hiding. Capek. The second asteroid in the system formed around an Element Zero core. Capek is another carbonaceous asteroid with a surface made of hydrated minerals such as carbonates and clays. Beneath its icy surface is liquid water with some amino acids. The surface of Capek is pitted and scarred with strip mining stations, where the Quarians took as much ESO as possible before moving on. Orbital distance, 4.2 AU. Orbital period, 8.6 Earth years. Radius, 470 kilometers. Day length, 68.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0.0 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, negative 118 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.1 G. There we go.
Probe away.
The Quarians did some strip mining, but apparently they didn't take much. Yeah, right there.
Probe launched.
Ooh, that's
Launching probe.
decent. I'm looking at my probes.
Probe away.
I'm gonna have to go back to the main system. I can feel it.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
And if we're going back to the main system, then we may as well try and get as much as we can, really. Ooh, hello. Right there.
Probe away.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, go on, why not?
Probe away.
Oh, and you're very nice.
Probe launched.
Come on, major spikes of Element Zero. That's what we want to see. Come on, big spikes? Big spikes, maybe? No, boo. How dare. Okay, fair play. We'll leave you be. I'm so glad I saw that. I'm so glad I saw that. Otherwise, I would have just been thinking, where's this quest for Micah? Where's this quest? I would have been waiting indefinitely. Okay, and and let me in. There we go, full up, and all of the probes, if you don't mind. Now then, Paz, what do you have in store for me? Oh, very small. Very, very small. Is it just you? Garvug. In 354 CE, Garvug was considered a bargain world, given to the Krogan to placate them because no one else wanted to live on such a frozen rock. Technically a life-bearing world, Garvug had a small farm belt around its equator and well-insulated marine life in its seas. By the turn of the century, the Krogan had completely adapted, breeding hundreds of younglings per family in vast underground bunkers. By the turn of the next century, Garvug's narrow strips of coral reef had been destroyed by overfishing and pollutants, and excessive Krogan took to the stars to find another planet to consume. Garvug was treated as an object lesson by the Citadel Council. The Krogan could not be trusted to check their own numbers. Today, Garvug is a frozen wasteland, home to corporate eco-engineering efforts trying to implement sustainable agri- and aquaculture practices. Krogan and Vorchapaks are a constant threat, and the corporations pay mercenaries well to keep their operations safe. Orbital distance 4.0 AU. Orbital period 6.1 Earth years. Radius 6,200 kilometers. Day length 27.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.2 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature -30 Celsius, 5 at the equator. Surface gravity 1.0 G. Oh. Damn it.
Probe launched.
It is a shame what happened to this world.
Launching probe.
It doesn't justify what's happened to the Krogans. Again, the Krogans are their own species. And the Council is effectively playing God.
Probe away.
We decide how many children you can have. We decide what your population shall be. And I'm just...
Probe launched.
It's not right. It's not right that the Krogan don't get the chance.
Probe away.
To choose that for themselves. You know, what gives the Solarians, what gives the Taurians, what gives the Asari the right to decide that for an entire species?
Probe away.
Oh, hello. Thank you kindly. Yeah, that's not good enough. Come on, big spike. That's the big spike.
Probe launched.
And anyone else? Yeah, no. Oh, hello. Just as I was about to stop. We'll take that.
Probe launched.
Okay, lovely job, and we've just made this world even worse off. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But there we go, 100%. Okay, excellent. Now then, which two systems do we want to complete? I'm thinking, we went to Capek before. I think was it this place? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh damn, is this only a one planet system? We'll be getting to Samara before we know it. Hot damn. Come on, let me in.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yeah. Capek. Baked in the fierce heat of a white sun, Capek is a rocky, waterless world wrapped in a haze of hydrogen and ethane. Sulfur and iron give yellowish and black tinges to much of the planet's surface. No registered settlements appear in the records, though there are clearly metallic anomalies that indicate roofed structures. Orbital distance 4.4 AU. Orbital period 7.1 Earth years. Radius 5,899 kilometers. Day length, 18.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0.95 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, 65 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.8 G. Where?
Facility is under quarantine.
Ha!
For your safety, do not dock with or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocols and authorizations in place. Be warned, the experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or land in...
I have found something.
And there's the thing, it's experimental. What were they doing? What were they trying to achieve here? Anomaly detected. Surface scans detect mech production facility matching the registration parameters of Hahne-Kedar Corporation. Facility reports emergency lockdown at this location. Personal scans report no living beings detected. Hazard scans show a large number of virus-infected mechs quarantined within the facility. Deactivation of the primary production line controls should disrupt the creation of additional infected mechs. I mean, first we're going to scan. We're going to scan first, because of course we are.
Probe away.
A yoink. Oh, hello.
Probe away.
Very nice. Very nice and... oh god, so much easier.
Launching probe.
And to think for ages we were really short of ESO. For so long, and now look at that bar. You can't even see it. We've completely filled it.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Part of me's interested. I just kind of want to see how much I can collect by the end of the game. I want to see how much Naomi can hoard. It's kind of like the, you know, with her bank account. In the first game, she managed to max it out. She had more money than the game could actually handle.
Launching probe.
I kind of want to see how many minerals she can get by the end of this. Okay, and you're very nice.
Probe away.
Okay, and that... oh, no, I'm having you. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Down we go. Okay, and there we go. Now what's... one second, what? Okay, so we can have black or purple. Oh, black or light purple. She has a few. Flipping heck. I like her original. I like her original look. Who do we want to go for this? Well, we're dealing with tech. So actually, again, Tali would be really good. And... you know what? Let's go for Grunt. There we go. Okay, we have 1 point. We can't use that on anything. Oh, flipping heck, we've maxed out the Paragon meter. Flipping heck, and all of her scars have healed up. Nice. You have 4. You have 2. So let's... well, we can get more incendiary ammo. Good stuff. And so we could... We'll go for the squad options for Naomi. Again, after what she experienced on Akuz, I think she goes out of her way to make sure that her squad is safe. She would sacrifice a bit of extra firepower if it meant that everyone could do that. So, yeah, Grunt can have Inferno ammo. An explosive charge spreads the ammunition's payload on impact, potentially igniting the target and all nearby enemies. Excellent. And Tali... okay, we've got that up. So let's see. Energy drain. Ooh. Oh, that is very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Grab that. Okay, good stuff. And yeah, I'm happy with all of that. Okay, now before we get too close, I think I'm just about out of time for this episode. If this episode is really long or really short, my apologies there. Let's read some codex entries before we go, though. Where were we? Yes, right there. Crew considerations. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single wardroom increases. Asari prefer shared spaces, even on large vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest of ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his rack time. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic vision of explosive decompression is fiction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that occupants are killed instantly, or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus, fireproof plastic bubbles with air bottles. Small when stowed, ELSA comfortably accommodates one individual when inflated. Damage control procedure cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fire dies in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity, AGRAV, plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in 0G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicular to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow, and the lowest at the engines. This allows AGRAV to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally, so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Warships normally turn off their AGRAV systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in 0G, floors are painted a different colour from the walls and ceilings. Starships, cruisers. Cruiserweight starships are the standard combat unit encountered away from large naval bases. The poor bloody infantry of most fleets. Nimble scouting frigates have neither the punch nor the stamina to stand up to serious combat, and the mighty dreadnoughts are a strategic resource, carefully hoarded and committed to the most critical battles. Cruisers perform routine independent show-the-flag patrols in settled systems, and lead flotillas of frigates in small engagements, such as pirate suppression campaigns. In major fleet engagements, cruiser squadrons support the dreadnought battle line by screening their flanks against enemies attempting to maneuver for a main gun bow shot from their vulnerable broadsides. Alliance cruisers are named after cities of Earth. And dreadnoughts. The ultimate arbiter of space warfare, the dreadnought employs millions of tons of metal, ceramic, and polymer in the projection of firepower against an enemy vessel of like ability. No sane commander would face a dreadnought without a dreadnought of his or her own. A dreadnought's power lies in the length of its main gun. Dreadnoughts range from 800 meters to 1 kilometer long, with main guns of commensurate length. An 800-meter mass accelerator is capable of accelerating one 200-kilogram slug to a velocity of 4,025 kilometers per second, 1.3% of light speed, every 2 seconds. Each slug has the kinetic energy of 38 kilotons of TNT, enough to destroy the infrastructure of a mid-sized city and kill 500,000 people. Because of air friction, planets with atmospheres do not feel a slug's full devastation. Atmospheric drag reduces impact force by 20% per Earth atmosphere of air. At present, the Turian fleet possesses 39 dreadnoughts, the Asari 20, and the Solarian 16. Each of the human alliance's 8 dreadnoughts is named for terrestrial mountains. Everest class, Everest, Fuji, Elbrus. Kilimanjaro class, Kilimanjaro, Taishan, Shasta, Aconcagua, Orizaba. Or Orizaba, don't know how to pronounce that, my apologies. Okie doke. Good stuff. In the next episode, hopefully we can deal with this mech manufacturing plant. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.